What is up, my cube fanatics? Kenji back for some more drafting here on draftmancer.com. We got another team vintage cube draft. This one's going to be a 3v3 between Sandy Dog, Io, and Slacks versus Turkey, Rage, and myself. Let's jump into our pick one, pack one, where we have the very unfortunate luck of not opening any power. We say that every time we don't open power. So what are the best cards in this pack? I'm guessing Thoughtseize is probably number one. There's a green-white fetch, which is fine. Prismatic Vista is always solid. There's a Preordain, which I like. A very weak pack overall. In fact, this is more akin, I would say, to a Legacy Cube pack, but you gotta make do with what you got. So let's just take this Thoughtseize here and hope the next couple of packs get a little bit better for us. Yeah, kinda. I mean, again, not really the best choices here. I guess this time I'm just gonna take the black-green fetch. Best cards here, or at least strongest potential. Birds? Spellbinder? Thief of Sanity? I mean, again, this feels like a very, very weak pack, and given that this is now pack 2, we're not going to be lucky enough to get past any power unless somehow 3 pieces of power opened in the very same pack. So we're going to have to draft the right way, and yeah, I guess the fetch here makes the most sense at the current point in time. Not where you want to be, though. Okay, but this, however, is where you want to be because the power level here has jumped up dramatically. We have a Dak Faden, always very good. Saheeli, she's actually just okay, specifically in the cube for the Felidar combo. I mean, you can do some cool stuff with it. There's Exhume. I always say it, but if you get the good Reanimate deck, it is probably the #1 deck in this cube. We have Atraxa Grand Unifier, one of the better Reanimate targets. Maybe I wouldn't say that. Actually, there are better Reanimate targets, but a good target to sneak onto the battlefield any number of ways, whether Reanimate or otherwise. Petal's always solid. I mean, it's not going to make your deck 99% of the time, but this is vintage cube, so being able to do some busted things fast is nice. Dothy Voidwalker has been a very good one. This card is just really, really good, right? Especially in conjunction with the discard effects. It's hard to beat that, but I'm a sucker for Reanimate. I'm going to take the Exhume. And we are going to get, again, kind of rewarded here. I'm going to take the Underground Sea since we already have the Verdant Catacombs, and this is just perfect. Blue-Black Duel is the #1 thing you want, land-wise, for the Reanimator deck. I don't think Bazaar of Baghdad's even in this cube anyways, but Bazaar of Baghdad's generally not that good. We have a Fatal Push here, fantastic. Brain Maggot, good interaction. Factor Fiction. Terastodon is a Reanimate target. Ulamog can be a Reanimate target if you have, like, Shallow Grave or whatever, right? The Eldrazi do shuffle back, but it's a trigger. So if you have an instant speed Reanimate effect, you can get them, but this is not even close. This is just always going to be the Underground Sea for us. There goes a Cradle. We could probably take Cradle. Otherwise, I'm looking at, like, Doretti. Doretti has some more synergies with Reanimate, right? You can pitch some stuff, put it in your graveyard. Doretti also has some good artifact synergies. I mean, Savai Triome is okay. Not liking too much of this pack. I suppose it's Doretti. It seems really weak to me, but it is what it is. Oh, into Balance. Oh, what in tarnation is going on here? Now I don't even think I'm supposed to take the Balance. We have, like, Spellseeker, which is amazing. Frantic Search, which is amazing. Tar Pit, Force of Negation, Marsh Flats. Oh, man. I like Balance so much. But it doesn't make sense with the start I have. I really want to take Spellseeker here. I'm going to take the Spell Seeker and see if I can actually wheel the Frantic Search. I think that's where I'm at. All right, this is our opening pack. Remember, as this is only a 3v3, you're going to see your initial pack a lot sooner. Could take the Mindslaver here. After getting the Duretti, that's not crazy. Scarab God's fine. I think it's actually pretty weak in terms of vintage cube power level, but it can do an okay job. Fairy Mastermind's also okay. It gets a little bit of value. Again, this pack is really weak, so I guess Scarab God, Mindslaver, or Fairy Mastermind are our choices. Man, I hate Scarab God. I'd rather have the Fairy Mastermind here. I don't even know if that seems good or not, but here it is. And now I think I'm going to take Pylon. Atalia is an okay reanimate target, but it's so random. There are so many better ones that you can count on. I think the Pylon is just a safer pick. Click, Thief, Kaito, Treasure Cruise, they're all okay. I could actually see taking Click here instead. Just some decent interaction. Actually, let's take the hand interaction instead. And this was actually the card I wanted to come back the most, the Lotus Petal. Also Simian Spirit Guide, which is kind of like a Lotus Petal, but just leaving us open to broken starts. Quick starts is nice. There's Ulamog. That seems unlikely. Thirst for Discovery is okay. I mean, if I get Shallow Grave, then Ulamog would probably be okay to run. Shriekmaw's really, really weak. It's fine. If I'm going to take a removal, I guess I would rather just take the Shouldered's Edict. But I'm probably supposed to just take the Thirst here. Elish Norn. I guess we can take the black-red land. That is fetchable with Catacombs. Elish Norn is an okay reanimate target, I suppose, versus the aggressive decks. But a land makes more sense there. Get the Tar Pit back, but all of the other goodies are gone. That's no surprise, right? The balance is gone. The whatever other card was is gone. That's fine. Nobody ever likes Kaito. This one just doesn't do enough, I feel like. It's okay with some of our creatures, I suppose, but yeah, overall that's a lackluster pack one, I would say. We can do better. We can do much better. You know what? Saheeli Rai is still on the table too if we get Felidar Guardian. Okay, and that's what I'm talking about. How about a little Black Lotus action here to start pack 2? It sucks. I'm losing a Reanimate, but that being said, Reanimate might not even be the open lane right now anyways. Through the Breach is decent. Stern Scolding is surprisingly fantastic. Snapcaster, Grixis, Triland, Upheaval, Triome again. Clearly we're not passing Black Lotus. But losing the Reanimate is unfortunate if this ends up being the route we go. I like Black Lotus more than Sol Ring, but I generally think Sol Ring is better than Black Lotus. But it does also depend on the deck. Black Lotus obviously can lead to some very, very silly things. Turn 1 land, Lotus, Breach. Through the Breach, or not through the Breach, Underworld Breach and Brain Freeze, just go infinite. There's a Grizzlebrand, let's take it. We lose only a Lorien Revealed and a couple of lands. I guess I'm not going to wheel anything out of this pack because I'd be surprised if Triome, Misty, or even Lorien Revealed came back, but Grizzlebrand's fantastic. And one of the cards you're looking for if you're going to reanimate. Speaking of, wow, again, another really good pack here. We have Time Spiral, one of my favorite cards. I just like draw 7s in general. Recurring Nightmare, a fun value reanimate effect, although it's normally not my preferred method. Iteration's great. Daze is great. Shallow Grave is great. I want the Time Spiral. I'm probably going to take the Shallow Grave, given the fact that I already lost out on the Reanimate proper. I mean, is there a chance I could take Time Spiral and wheel Shallow Grave? Somebody took Atraxa, so... And I passed through the breach, so... It seems less likely. If I get more fast mana, the Time Spiral is going to be really good. Alright, you know what? I'm going to take the draw 7 here, and I'm sure I will get punished, but it is what it is. Another good choice. I think Toxic is right here for the aggro decks. This card is just fantastic. Inquisition, Rafine's Tower, Troll grabs Savai and C. Excuse me. Let's get Toxic. Rona has been another really, really good one for me. Just 2-mana enabler for Reanimate, but also just a fine 2-drop in general, you know? Passing a kind of a scary Raphelos, I guess. So, our ways to discard. We can always target ourselves with Thoughtseize. That is a viable play. Rona discards. Thirst discards. Doretti discards. Ashiok, Inferno Titan. Oh, Bone Shards. Bone Shards is good. I think this is the worst of the Monarch cards, but it's still a Monarch card, so it's still good. Bone Shards, Ashiok, Inferno Titan. Now, this is kind of tough. I only have Grizzlebrand right now for something to reanimate, so... Almost feels like it might be good to take the Inferno Titan. But I think I'm going to stick with the good black card. Upheaval came back, so did Xander's Lounge. So did Stern Scolding, dang it. I have to take the Xander's Lounge, though. It is the perfect land. That's too bad. Okay, Zagoth Triumph came back. That's good. Getting good fixing, at least. Though I can't say my deck right now is particularly good. I don't recall what pack the Shallow Grave would have been if it comes back. Like, if we only end up with Exhume as our reanimate effect, that's pretty weak. So I guess Spellseeker can go grab the Exhume, so it's kind of like I have 2 different ways. Could still end up playing Saheeli Rai too, I guess. Oh, there, okay. Shallow Grave did come back. So did the Recurring Nightmare. That's fantastic. Again, I think Shallow Grave is better than Recurring. Recurring is super strong, but you need a creature on the board already, and I don't normally draft a ton of creatures other than the reanimate targets themselves. Coma for a reanimate target, or Gilded Drake. Gilded Drake is very good versus the reanimate deck, but we needed more win con, so good pickup there. We can bring in Strider for sideboard. Ashiok came back as well. It's an extra win con, sure. Let's hate draft the Endurance, so that can't exile my graveyard. Okay, not a bad pack 2. right? I mean, we got Shallow Grave, Black Lotus, and did we get Grizzlebrand and Coma? So now we just need a few more ways to discard. We have, again, Thoughtseize, Bone Shards, Rona, Thirst, Doretti. Cards I want to cut here. I don't like the Fairy Mastermind. I mean, I don't even actually like the Thirst for Discovery. Like Charted Course and stuff, just better. It looks like a pretty good mana drain. Not power, but powerful. What do we lose? Wasteland, red-blue Talisman, some interaction, Prism. Yep, this is not close though. This is just easy mana drain. Darn, whoever took my Reanimate. Oko. Oh, there's Felidar Guardian too. I mean, I have Verdant, I have Zagoth Triome. I'm losing a Delta here, which kind of sucks. Yeah, Oko's a little bit too good. I can probably end up wheeling the Felidar too. My biggest regret is losing that Polluted Delta. Wow, what another really solid pack. Sheesh. We have freaking Initiative, we have Force of Will, we have From the Catacombs, another crazy reanimate effect. We have Jace, we have Breeding Pool, we have Talisman of Indulgence, Force of Will, if I didn't already say that. I don't actually know what I take here. This pack is actually just incredible. Force, I guess? Wow. Bonkers pack. I'm going to take the Force, and I guess we're going to wheel something. Don't even know if that's right. Valky's okay. Leo's okay. I have Spiral after all. I mean, I guess we could splash green instead of red. Splash Leo and Oko. We have a Blooming Marsh too. Then we could cut the Savai Triome. Sure. Leovold goes well with Time Spiral. It's actually really good with Click. Mystical Tutor or Echo. Echo is also really, really cute. Mystical Tutor grabs a lot of good cards, though. It grabs any of our reanimate effects, grabs Discard, Counter Magic, grabs Toxic, grabs Time Spiral. Yeah. I also kind of want to just take Go for the Throat. Yeah, probably Tutor. Don't know if this deck is good or not. I feel like I'm missing a couple pieces one way or another. Well, there's a green-blue Talisman. I'm not going to overlook that, even though Narset is tempting as well. Fencer's also great. I suppose a nice thing about going blue-black, splashing green is that we can hardcast the Coma in a pinch. So that was pick 6. I don't think I can get any more big creatures for Shallow Grave Exhume. That's kind of a problem. We needed like one more good reanimate target. And like one or even a few more ways to discard early on. I got the Bayou back now too. I mean, Mana's very good, if nothing else. Almost want to take the blue-red talisman. There's the Felidar. Okay, can I... We can just take Prowl. No, but I don't have that much discard. Can I play Felidar Guardian with Saheeli here? How dumb is that? I only have these two to discard, so the Prowler doesn't even make that much sense. Jeez, the front... Okay, all of the talismans are wheeling. I mean... Isn't From the Catacombs just really good? Now I kind of want to take the black red talisman. And now we can play Valky if we want to. Green, white, black. No, I need to go for the throat. I think the Saheeli Felidar is probably just way too troll. Hydroid Krasis. Let's take Venser. Cobra Cloudskate. Golos? No. Well, now taking that Talisman of Indulgence looks a lot worse than taking the... It was a freaking black-green talisman, wasn't it? That was stupid. I made some mistakes here. We have an okay deck, but I made some mistakes for sure. All right, let's export this over to Magic Online and build it over there. BRB. Okay, here we are for deck building with our nonsense pseudo reanimator. I'm still debating if I want to shove in the Saheeli with Felidar Guardian just for the YOLOs. I think I kind of do. Which means we're going to get the Talisman of Indulgence back in the deck. I need to make a couple of cuts here. Let's see. I'm guessing the... Maybe Thirst for Discovery can possibly... Oh, Venser doesn't need to be in here. Yeah, when I have Time Spiral, the Felidar Saheeli combo is kind of cool. Plus, we can reanimate the Felidar Guardian. So we are going to be playing all 5 colors, but we actually have okay fixing for all 5 colors. Oddly. I guess I'm not going to count the Petal as a land, so I probably need to cut one more. Maybe Click? Maybe Valky. Valky's decent, but... I guess I can bring in the Ashiok. Ashiok, not entirely necessary either. I will count the Lotus as a land, but not the Petal. Yeah, it feels like Ashiok's the worst of those 3s. I don't know, I don't love Thirst, but I do need ways to discard, so let's double check. Bone Shards, Thoughtseize myself, Rona. Thirst. Because I don't have like Entomb or anything. I don't think I'm splashing Duretti. If I'm splashing red. So we're just gonna shove in these here. And go like that. Let's make this work, huh? So I have one white source currently, but we definitely don't want to be running a plains. So that would be Savai, Lotus, Petal, and Verdant. So that's 4 white sources. That's probably plenty. Let's add some basic swamps and basic islands. And maybe a forest. How many green sources? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe 1 forest at the top. Very maximum. We actually don't need that many swamps either, because if you delete Grizzlebrand, all of our black is single pip, which is really nice. And then, like I said, maybe 1 forest. So we need to cut 2 of our lands here. How many blue sources is this? This would be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 land blue sources is quite a bit. How about black? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, definitely do not need that many swamps then. In fact, we might even... We can probably go down to 1 basic swamp. All of our non-basics add black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 green then. That's a lot of green. But that's fine. That means hardcasting Coma is not out of the question. So. Okay, I don't think our deck is bad. It's got a bunch of combos going on with it. And by a bunch, I mean a couple. The main combo, I guess, for instant win is Saheeli Felidar, but we do have some reanimate stuff. And then we also have Spiral Leovold. We have decent interaction. We have a couple of ways to peek at the hand. Right? Click, Valky, Thoughtseize. We have a couple of good counters. Mana Drain, Force. We have a couple removal spells. Go for the Throat, Shards, Toxic. I think this deck is actually pretty good. Yeah, let's submit that and go off to round 1 here of this 3v3 Team Vintage Cube draft. All right, here we are for round 1 of the... team draft, and we're on the draw versus Sandy with a hand that I guess I keep. I can decide between one of 2 things here. I can go turn 1 Oko, or I can draw for turn, discard Grizzlebrand, then go Island Mystical Tutor for Exhume, and Exhume Grizzlebrand the following turn. Oh, he's playing blue. Oh, in that case, I guess I go with Oko? I could go Oko plus Mystical Tutor here if I wanted to as well. But I guess I can wait on that. See, did I pick up the Bayou? I have a bunch of... Oh, I did pick up the Bayou, so I could go Bayou, add a bunch of blue, and then decide. Well, now that I've decided to play a land, we're not going for the Grizzlebrand play. It will be very unfortunate if he has Spell Pierce or something. Okay. Turn 1 Oko is good. I guess I'll go ahead and fire off the Mystical then, too. And let's see. Grab Thoughtseize here, seems good. I'll grab Thoughtseize over Force of Will or whatever. Robber of the Rich. Aha. So, he is most likely mono red splashing like Time Twister or Ancestral or something. Bonfire, Stern Scolding. Oh, his hand's really bad. We just take the Bonfire because Stern Scolding doesn't affect us. Now we can just sit back on this. Oh wait, he has a lot of islands. Okay, I lied. He is definitely not full on that. I think we wait one more turn. Two 3/3s I'll start attacking, and especially if we draw another green or black source for Leo. Okay, end of turn Snapcaster. Just apply some more pressure. I like it. Well, turns out the Grizzlebrand play probably would have worked as well, for the record. My hand is pretty funny. Uh-oh. Something good? 4 mana here. So Stern Scolding, Hellrider. Okay. Very awkward for him though. It's hard to attack with two. Oh wait, what is the wording on this? Whenever you or a permanent you control becomes the target of a spell or ability. Oh yeah, that wouldn't even work. Can I exchange? Yeah, I can. And I have haste now. So he pings for 4. I get to attack with every... Yeah, he just has to go like chump chump. Yeah. Alright, that was pretty good. Turn 1 Oko, not too shabby. We'll take a screenshot for our friends. Not a screenshot. Ashiok, no. Woestrider is questionable. Venser is questionable. I mean, all of these are possible. I think versus them, I probably don't need the Felidar Sahili plan. Which means I do not need Savai Triome, right? Because that's red, black, white. Yeah, so I don't need that anymore. We can just throw in an extra swamp or island. Bring in Venser, bring in Strider, seems fine. What is not so good here? Maybe the time spiral is not very good anymore. Maybe time spiral's better off as Fairy Mastermind. That probably makes sense. All right, got game 1. Maybe he's on twin combo, or he has a bunch of counters or something. Or maybe he just drew like all of his blue sources. Hard to say. That's why he led with Island, obviously, on turn 1. For the old Stern Scolding. Good mana. Bad hand. Pretty easy mulligan down to 6. Oh man, this hand would be fantastic if we didn't have to bottom something, right? Gosh, I think I have to go to 5 here. All right, gonna need to keep that 5. He's on a mulligan to 6, so at least it's not the end of the world. Turn 1, Goblin Guide. Okay, well, there's the aggro we were expecting. Woe Strider revealed. So we can choose to shuffle after we see what's on top with the Goblin Guide, unless we decide to... yeah. Alright, so he's gonna get to exile. Took my land. That's unfortunate, but not the worst. Black Lotus is on top. Well, I don't think I'm gonna be shuffling that one away. This is gonna be a pretty weak Black Lotus, all things considered, though. Land, Lotus. Bayou. Take a look at the hand. Wheel of Misfortune and 2 lands. Okay. And then Woe Strider. So he's gonna go Land Wheel. Land of Wheel, or Wheel of Misfortune is a very strange card. It has a ton of text, but basically, both players choose an X amount of life. Whoever pays more life gets to Wheel of Fortune. The loser does nothing. If it's a tie, I believe both players do the same thing. Go for the throat on top now. Yeah, it's good. I mean, I guess I just trade. I think we want to draw Go for the throat. Seems reasonable. All right, so each player secretly chooses a number 0 or greater, then all players reveal those numbers simultaneously, determine the highest and lowest. Deals damage equal to the highest number to each player who chose that number. Each player who didn't choose the lowest number discards their hand, then draws 7 cards. I think I'm actually supposed to pay a huge amount here. Like 11. How much did he choose? He chose 12! I guess that makes sense. But I don't lose any life. He lost 12, but he got to draw 7 and I didn't, so in the end, I'm really the loser. All right, uphill battle. Goat token versus the world. I wonder if to play around Stern Scolding, I should have main phased the Fairy Mastermind. Pass. Alright, I mean, if he has Stern Scolding, that's fine. Might just get burnt, of course, too. Stomp. Indeed. Exhume. Not quite good enough. I wonder if I should have just paid 12. I mean, I would have died to any burn like Bone Crusher, but I might have been able to untap and draw some good cards, you know? Jace. Alright, a little more reason to be playing blue, I see. How many cards for Woe Strider? Escape 4. Alright, so if we draw another land, I can escape the Woe Strider. At least a start. All Rider, hold up counterspell? Oh, Koth. Ugh. That ain't good. Koth and Jace. And then play the Bone Crusher, I guess. Oh, Fable too. Sure. I mean, they're all problematic. Guess I'm gonna just kill that one. Shallow Grave Fairy Mastermind. Ugh. Oh no, we're so close. Did he not discard with the Fable? His hand's too good? Oh, that can't be good for us. Am I dead? He's bouncing the token? Excuse me. Okay, that's 9 damage. I don't think I'm supposed to Shallow Grave here. I'm supposed to just take the 9, I'm pretty sure. I'm at 4. Char? No, no Char. Toxic. That ain't gonna do it. Alright, GG's. So we get a little bit more information from Sandy. Show off to our teammates. All right, so do we actually want to bring in the time spiral again then? Again, if I'm playing time spiral, I really want to have the Saheeli combo in the deck. Savai Triome in, Island out. Do I bring in the Spiral Felidar Saheeli? Take out the Strider, the Mastermind, and what was the last one? Fencer? Alright, let's bring him back in. Game 3 we go. So blue, red. Not necessarily counter burn. Ay, ay, ay. It's not a mulligan, it's just not good. We need to find like one of our planeswalkers on turn 3 or something. Ugh. I think Thoughtseize into Go for the Throat is just too good to mulligan. Aha, so he does have Twin. Forbid, Twin, we just have to take the Narset here. He kept a very slow hand. Planeswalker on 3, please? No, that's really bad too. I need to draw something to affect the board this turn, otherwise it's going to look bad. Well, I guess that's on me, though. Good news is, I guess we make land drops, so if we're going to play draw go, it's not the end of the world. Go get Savai here. We're just going to keep drawing for turn. As long as I'm making land drops and stuff, there's no rush. Battle display. Alright, you got me. I'm just gonna pass, I assume. Oh, Caracas now hoses our reanimate plan. There it is, too. So Splinter Twin, Forbid. That's fine. I think we're gonna end of turn go grab Mana Drain. Let's go Bone Shards. Discarding Grizzle. Then we can go end of turn Shallow Grave with Mana Drain open. And even though he can Caracas, we can still draw a bunch in response, so... him playing out the Ember Shieldbreaker was actually fantastic for us, you know? That's pretty good too. All right, let's draw 7. Grizzlebrand obviously is not going to connect here, but this was pay 7, draw 7 for us, which is all we wanted. Oh, barely hit the lands. Sheesh. Oh, you know what? I don't have an overlapping, or rather, I only have an overlapping red-white source. Well, that's very awkward. So I think I'm just going to Rona here and pass. Discarding Grizzlebrand. What does Spellseeker find? Thoughtseize is already gone. Yeah, so Spellseeker doesn't do anything anymore. Okay, he has quad blue now. If he can shoot me for 10 at end of turn, that would be impressive, but just gonna click. All right, that's gonna get Stern Scolded. Now remember, Crocus can bounce Rona too. Blue, 1, red. Saheeli. Scry. Oh, that is actually really good to keep, because Exhume now, well, not only does he only have a Shield Breaker in Graveyard, but if the Felidar gets countered, then I can, if the Felidar gets countered, then I can, Exhume it back out. Don't care about Hellrider. Cat and mouse game here. He knows I have Mana Drain. I know he has Forbid. So that's something to think about for future matches. I only have a few different ways to add red and white, so it's really hard to go off in one turn. Nice. All right, and that will be that. We'll take the first match versus the Sandy Dog. Yeah. Feels freaking great, man. 1-0. On to the next. All right, here we are for the second round of this Team 3v3 draft. We'll be versus Slacks this time, who's on some kind of red-black nonsense. We've got a very decent-looking hand here. He does have a strip mine, so I'm just going to lead on Island instead of one of my non-basics. Uh-oh. Dothy Voidwalker turn 1. That's pretty gross. Guess let's get the Valky online and see what's going on. Oh, he gets to duress my thirst. Alright, that's not so bad. His hand is actually now a bunch of nothing. I wonder if he just sacks it and thirsts. No, it looks like he's not going to do that quite yet. Sure. Classic Saheeli Felidar. Well, any fetch unlocks Savai Triome, which can start getting the job done, I suppose. Draws Reckless Storm Tamer, okay, or whatever it's called, Storm Seeker. Are we racing? I guess we're racing. I don't want to trade, because otherwise the Dothy gets me. It's not a great race for us, though. Oh, yikes. And anything I discard with Rona... the Dothy Voidwalker gets to snag. Pretty awkward. Jeez Louise, so bad. Okay. Now it's a 3-4? So what do I need to loot into? Like Toxic right now? Certainly feels like I'm losing to this. I guess we could hit like Black Lotus off of Rona. Oh wait, so he can just pump the Dothy for 5 next turn. So yeah, I need to rip something off of the Rona loot. That is not it. Remember, anything I discard gets eaten, so... Dothy Voidwalker doing the business. Okay. That was lots of embarrassment and pain. Let's cut the Saheeli Felidar. Let's bring in the Venser and Kaito. Don't need the Savai anymore. Let's just bring in another island. Okay, let's not lose to... I mean, I guess it was Dothy on turn 1, but still. Kind of embarrassing. We'll be on the play this time. Ah, 1 land away from greatness. That's a mulligan down to 6. This hand's fine. What can I mystical tutor for here? Like mana drain. I guess I just get rid of the shallow grave. Oh, still watching my teammate over there. Okay, I think I like Mysticaling for mana drain. It's a really awkward reveal, but if he just tries to bait something out, and then I might be able to fire off an early time spiral, you know? Obviously, if he has duress here, that really sucks, but it is what it is. I'm hoping he just passes, and then he has a bait 3 mana spell. Well, there you go. Gosh, now if he has the... Well, no, he would have cast Thoughtseize afterwards. Kroxa? Lotus, please. Or something. Oh, no. Yeah, discard effects are really bad for me. That's not so bad, I guess. Not that we have anything to do versus that. All right. Takes the spiral. No, actually, he could take bone shards, but not that it really matters. So we want to draw Toxic now. Reanimate Kroxa, get rid of the bone shards. I like that. That's not bad. Oh, no, I shouldn't have passed turn. I flipped his Glutton for free. Wait, is this lethal? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. $12. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. We need a land here. Oh my god, that 1 damage was relevant. Sweet Jesus. Well, I can coma, but then I die. Because he has 3 attackers. Also, we just refilled his hand. I guess I'm going to click for info and concede. Revoker. All right. So let's take a picture of that. So just red-black, like, attack stuff. All right, good beats. You got me. GG's. We're now 1-1. Let's get a 2-1 for the final round. All right, and here I am for my third and final match of this team 3v3. Now, my team is currently 4-1, so only 1 win away from a clean sweep. Well, not a clean sweep, but a good sweep anyways. I guess on the draw, I'm going to go ahead and turn 1 Thoughtseize. And yeah, I guess I just need to take the adventure here and leave him with the Mox Sapphire. I don't think I'm going to force the Mox Sapphire or anything. Need to find some blue sources. Yeah, let's go with Tar Pit this turn, and then hope that he goes for Gargaroth. Not this turn, but the following turn. Jace. Jace. I guess I'm gonna just Toxic Jace for 2. And then we can force the... Actually, do I need to do that yet? I guess I'd rather just pass here. He doesn't have double green yet for Gargaroth, but... if they just go... green source Gargaroth, then we're in a really good spot. This time spiral is looking a little bit awkward. That's for sure. Devoted Druid, that's fine. Oh, I guess now with that draw, we're going to go ahead and just fire off the Toxic for 2 here. Gargaroth doesn't matter because we can just Bone Shards it. Currency Converter. Ooh, that is actually probably one I do need to force. And I will pitch the Rona here and hold the Mana Drain and Spiral. Alright, there's the other green source finally for opponent. Please just slam the Gargaroth. Beautiful. Now we get to Time Spiral with like infinite manas. We could actually combo out here. I don't even know if this is good since our opponent is also empty-handed, but it was pretty fun. What can I Mystical Tutor for here? Could go get our Mana Drain again. Yeah, I guess I should Mystical Tutor to lead. Go grab Drain. Thirst. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Am I 1 mana off of being able to Coma plus Drain? I am. Oh, what am I doing? Why didn't I discard it? Why didn't I discard the Coma and Exhume it? Because I'm very bad, I guess. Alright, well. In that case, I'm going to cycle the Triome. Wow, I was not thinking there, obviously. I mean, Oko Drain is good. It's not as good as Coma plus... would I have been able to go Oko and Drain? Coma, Oko, Drain? I don't know, but What am I doing? Getting a little bit too cute. I almost want to just let that resolve. But I guess I might as well get the free mana. Yeah, feels like I should have already won. Oh well. Again, I don't think I'm in a bad spot, but... should be in a much better spot. So next turn I'm going to get 3 extra mana. I'm going to have 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. We can Coma and animate Tar Pit if we want to. Okay, carry pass. Again, we're in a good spot, but not as good as we could have been. Balance! Nice. All right. I can either tap a land or I can give Coma Indestructible. I guess I might as well give Coma Indestructible. Because he can just float in response anyways. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I mean, so I had to sack 2 lands and sack my food? Hell, if I really wanted to, I could have sacked Coma and just exhumed it again, but... Oh, he discarded an Echo! Oh, is he gonna go for the draw 7? Wow, we drew basically the same hand, which is really bad. uh... There's this currency converter again. Which it might even be worth it just to Oko it. Oh, well, there's that. That doesn't do anything, so... Let's get thirsty again. Nice. I am guessing the Leovold plus Force of Will is probably going to lock it up. Oh, can I not? I can't actually Leovold plus Force of Will, can I? The hell is this? Unexpectedly absent? Oh, looting with the converter in response, sure. You know what? I could have, again, I could have discarded Leovold and exhumed him and then went Lotus and hold up Force. I'm just playing very, very poorly. Alright. Play Talisman. Play Lotus. Let's just hold up the Force. I don't think I'm going to tap a land with any of the Serpents. What did he exile? Oh yeah, the Ketria Triumph. Balance again. Like I said, it doesn't even really matter, but we will go ahead and force it. So we can animate food, we can animate Tar Pit, we can kill a creature. Still looking obviously very good here, but this game should have been over 3 turns ago or something. That's fine. Let's see. Alright, he's going to take the initiative. So it should be lethal. So lead off with Thoughtseize. Clear the coast. Terrastodon Wheel, doesn't matter. Alright. Oh, did I just give him a free 2/2 because I'm bad? Oh my gosh, I am just completely throwing every which way, but we still have the win. Alright, 6, 12, 15, go for the throat the token. Wonky game. Went a few extra turns more than necessary. Oh, he's gonna treasure for food. Oh my gosh. Bro, what am I doing? Last card in his hand is a Wheel of Fortune? Okay. Well, I also have the initiative now. And Leovold's gonna stop all the other nonsense he can do, presumably. Wheel of Fortune. Okay, yeah. I am trying every which way to lose, but feels like we're just way too far ahead to lose. So we need to sack in response. So this is so he can't flash back the balance. He can currency converter in response. Okay, never mind. He didn't. Whew. All right. Well, as much as I tried to lose that game, which I tried very hard, we managed to pull that off. Looks like Ashiok's going to be amazing versus them. We're going to leave the Felidar combo in, I think. The Toxic is like mediocre versus him. Let's go like that for the next game. All right, on to game number 2 of the third and final round. Our hand's very slow, but our opponent's deck did not seem particularly fast, and if we really need to, we can pitch Force of Will to do something here. I don't know if I'm supposed to let that resolve, but I also don't want to pitch everything to play it. So this hand is actually a little bit resilient to balance because we have the double talisman. Hopefully. We want to play the Talisman of Curiosity here so that we can click. Night of Autumn. All right, that's a 4/3. Glad that came down now and not not after I'd played one of my talismans out. All right, currency converter and loot. Yep. Discard Stomping Grounds so that it can be a treasure next turn. Cradle. Whoa, that's weird. I guess with currency converter, it's not that bad. Hmm. Is Valky good here? 4, 5, 6. We're a couple turns away from doing the Valky. I think I'm just going to play Savai Triumph and pass. And then plan on clicking our opponent in combat next turn. So I'm going to let them draw and maybe do stuff with their mana. But this way I get to decide if we need to hold up Force of Will by pitching the click, or if they just go to combat first. Perfect. Then we get to trade and click. This also give us a good amount of information for if we want to Valky next turn too, right? They do have balance, they do have binding, path. Interesting. Do I even care about most of this? Not really. The card I care about the most is their damn currency converter. I guess I'm going to take Leyline Binding and maybe go for Tybalt here instead. That hand I just don't really care about. Oh, we gave them something else to cast, apparently. Ooh, did they hit Wheel of Fortune? Go carry at it into Wheel of Fortune? I think they're going to do it. And the Wheel of Fortune's pretty insane with the currency converter, too. Yeah, it totally is, isn't it? Oh, Dak! Oh, okay, boo. Well, that's bad. Dak's also insane with the currency converter, so... probably just have to pitch that off. Currency is once more going to get converted here. Discards Devoted Druid, so still has Path and Balance in hand, with one unknown. Undercity? Oh, Natural Order. Okay. Well, we'll see what payoff. Other than Terrast... oh, I guess it's just Terrastodon, isn't it? I guess we're losing. Maybe I should have just forced the currency converter when I had a chance. So Path Balance in hand, there's no need for me to Valky here. In fact, if I draw Black Lotus, I can still Valky next turn. Or rather, Tybalt. This is pretty awkward. Because if I triple block, Path gets me. I mean, Balance is still good versus us here too. Alright, so it doesn't look like a Balance is going to happen then. Oh, he's just going to make me discard a card. Okay. Well, at this point, I actually think I discard Valky and keep the land. Oh, whoops. Did the opposite of what I intended to do, but no big deal. Probably doesn't matter anyways. I can exhume nothing, and he can exhume Night of Autumn and something else. Alright. I guess we're gonna have to probably just go to a next game here, because I don't think we have any outs. So, I just need to mulligan to a better hand, it seems. Does really seem like a good matchup for us. I guess Venser's gonna be pretty good here, too. Like, Go for the Throat's pretty mid. Alright, game 3. We'll be on the play. Sure, that hand seems fine. This would be super funny if we just get to go like turn 3 Saheeli, turn 4 Cat. Oh god, he has the turn 1 converter again. Ay. Okay, so Spellseeker can grab... Oh no, Thoughtseize is not even a good grab anymore. I guess we just go grab like Mana Drain. That's fine. The G Daddy, huh? Yeah, let's go Talisman into Saheeli and start scrying. Bottom and Island. So I don't have any way to tutor up the cat. I could Spellseeker for Mystical Tutor and then go find Time Spiral, I guess. Teferi's a little bit annoying, but not the worst. I don't really care if he bounces a Talisman here. I think I kind of just like Venturing the Elf. I wonder if he's setting up for balance again. Oh, he's gonna path his own elf. Sheesh. That's crazy. But I love it. I hope he just goes land Gargaroth. That's like the best scenario for us. This does not... Wow! He's gonna go for the Wheel of Fortune currency converter. Okay. We want to make sure Grizzlebrand's the top card in case we draw that card exactly. Shallow Grave. Okay. Cool play. What is our plan here? So, like, Shallow Grave, Grizzlebrand, draw a million. We just need to hit Cat. Unless something crazy happens this turn, we are going to most likely win next turn. If I want to, I can Saheeli, like, Petal or Talisman to make a copy to add an extra mana as well. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8 mana next turn. Plus, we have a lot of chances to hit like Lotus as well. Okay, tap out. Dak, maybe steal the talisman? That's not relevant. So, I'm guessing we have the win here. That's not it. Wow, are we gonna brick? There's the cat. There's Thoughtseize, so we go land, pedal, copy pedal, black, Thoughtseize. Days. Not paying for days. White. Cat. All right. And that should do her. Unless he's got a random solitude. Let's go, baby! 2-1, and that will be a team win for us. So you love to see it. That deck was really, really cool. Glad I added the little Felidar cutesy Sahili combo, as we won multiple times with it. So thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you back next time. Bye-bye.